Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I really love the documentation that Microsoft has for a lot of the Azure resources. And whenever I need to learn something, all I need to do and do a search for the QuickStart and then just learn that stuff. In this video, I would like to do, I would like to follow along this particular QuickStart that they have, where we're going to create an ARM template with a Visual Studio Code. And by the way, Visual Studio Code is one of my the most favorite editors today. Okay, so couple things that I am going to assume that you do have the Visual Studio Code installed and you know how to do that, and you also know how to install the extension. You need the Azure Resource Manager tools extension. Now I can quickly show you how to get that. So I already have my Visual Studio open, so let me close all of that stuff and even close all of that stuff. So over here, if you go to the extension and then you just search for Azure Resource Manager tools extension, and you get this Azure Resource Manager ARM tools. Okay, click on it. I have already installed it. So in your case, you have it install button with you. So you just click on it and it will automatically install your Azure Resource Manager ARM template tools. It's very, very good. So please get it installed. So let's just open maybe a folder. Okay. So don't save anything. Just open that folder and trust this. So we just opened, so just created a workspace where we're gonna work. In this folder, let's create another folder for tutorial. Okay, so we're gonna use the tutorial folder to do our stuff. So over here, another thing that I'm gonna assume that you know how to install the Azure CLI. We're gonna use that one today and not the Azure PowerShell to do complete our lab. And if you go over here and in this, where is my terminal? So in my terminal, okay, let me get rid of some stuff. If I do az, and you see the az command is available, so I already have all the az stuff. It's available to me is Azure, and all that stuff is available to me. And you just need also I'm going to assume that you know how to authenticate to az and be able to run this some of the commands from here, so you are actually interacting with your Azure uh, subscription. Okay, so what is the next step? So let's come back over here. So in this one, um, you got to have an account with Azure that I'm going to assume that you also have. So first thing, we're going to create an ARM template, and it's really easy. So what I will do in here, inside the tutorial folder, I'm going to create a new file, and I want to name it the way that they have it here, Azure deploy.json. Okay, copy this one, and again, new file, Azure deploy.json, and hit enter. So over here right now it's a JSON file. So if you see the blue bar down there, there's no special indication that it's like a ARM file or anything like that. So next thing that you want to do to use and make it a ARM template, just type ARM and a bang or the exclamation mark. You see it showed up a whole bunch of suggestions for you. So I'm going to use the first one, which is the resource group template, and you click on that one. Look at that, it's automatically added a very good nice schema for the resource group, a basic template. Okay, and if you look at the blue ribbon at the bottom, it says now Azure Resource Manager template. Now it figured out this template that we're trying to write here, it is for Azure Resource Manager. Okay, now what you are gonna create is probably going to be under the resources for the most part. So here we're going to spend some time. So if you come down here, so we have created this, and in this let's create a storage. Okay, so even over here I'm just going to place my cursor within this square bracket, and if I just start typing the storage, you see there is ARM storage. It's a storage account. It just showed up magically, right? So I'm going to click on that one and see beautifully it added this particular storage account and everything that you need to configure, like name, it's a type, Microsoft storage account, API version, tags, then display name, storage account one. So this is really not something we need to do better. Location, and then kind, storage v2, name premium LRS, and tier is premium. Now with the ARM template, the benefit that you have, if you want to change this, like if you put like some odd name, you get an error. It says, hey, the value must be one of the following values: storage v2, blob storage, file storage, blob storage, etc. But this stora cannot be the kind. So let's fix that. Storage v2, so that is the one that we want to use. So let's keep that one. Let's go back to that over here. Let's see what else do we need to do. So we configured that, and then let's see, completion and validation, we already talked about this one. And the next thing that we can do, we have also looked at the validation, right? So add template parameter. So next thing comes is a parameter. So parameter is where, here is the block, and that is the block where you are going to put some of the parameters. Like if you think about what can be parameterized, think about your name. Okay, that's something that you may want to parameterize, because your storage account name is going to be different for different storage account creation. You can parameterize the kind, even the tier, things like that. So it's not hard coded. You're going to pass the values to the storage account. Now let's focus on the parameter part. So over here, what are we going to do? We're going to create and add a basic parameter. So what we'll do, we'll just do and start with a quotation, and it just automatically picked up the new parameter. I'm going to click on it. So it gave me a basic template for a basic parameter, and right now it's just saying, hey, it's a parameter one. So first of all, let's just make the parameter, let's say we're gonna use the parameter for the storage account name. So let's call it a storage account name. Okay, so that is gonna be the parameter. Let's just change that to storage account name. So that is gonna be, and this is, it says that this you have created the parameter, it has never been used. So what you need to do here now, you need to come down to the name. In this one, you gotta get rid of this, and then I just did a control space, and here let's see if I can find the parameter. No, parameter is not here, so I have to do a square bracket, and inside this one I'm gonna do space again. I'm just looking for parameter, and yeah, there we go. So click on parameters. So it picked up all the parameters. Now create a parenthesis inside that again. As soon as I created the parenthesis, see this storage account name, it showed up because that is the only parameter that we have defined already. So click on that one. So now see all of these the squiggly marks that was the complaining, it's all gone. So we made some progress. Now we have parameterized the name. So this name is going to come from the parameter file. Okay, we have not done too much. Now if you want to do some additional stuff, what you can also do, let's see over here. So we have done really a whole bunch of them here, like storage account name within the Azure. It's the minimum length is 3 and the maximum is 24. So you can add a min length and a max length to the parameter to provide appropriate value. So that is what you are seeing down here. So over here, what you are seeing after this, after the storage account, then type and metadata, type metadata description. What you can do, you can say max length, that is gonna be 24, comma, and then you can say min length, okay, that is gonna be 3. Okay, so that's all. So what it's doing, is if somebody trying to pass a storage account length that is greater than 24 characters, your ARM template is going to complain. Say it will say, hey, that's not a valid name. Please fix it. Okay. So you can do a lot of validation with the ARM template. It's very powerful. All right, going back over here. So we have added this. So now what we are going to do. Okay, let's see. So we have completed all of that stuff. Uh, display name. So this display name we just didn't change. We don't need to change really. So that's about it. So we have a basic template ready that I can use now to deploy. Now one thing that I don't have is the parameter file. So what you create, you create a template file and you create a parameter file, and you can actually have all the parameters defined in the same file as well, but that's not the standard practice. So to create the parameter file separately, all you do here, right click here and let's see, create, select or create a parameter file. So click on that button, say a new parameter file, and just say for all parameters just create a file. And look at that, it automatically picked up the naming convention for the parameter file that you should be having, Azure deploy.parameters.json. So now save it. So now this is the parameter file that is associated with this other file. So let me go back over here. So that is the Azure deploy.json file. Okay, and this is my parameter file. Okay, and make sure that everything looks good. Save this file and save this file as well. And okay, so what is going on in here? It's complaining about the minimum length 3 template validation failed. Okay, because here you see I have the name of the storage is just blank, so that's not possible. So if I change that to student, okay, and let's come back over here, uh, it is still saying, hey, your length of this has to be greater. So I have to save this file. So let's save this one and then come back to that one. And now see that it's not complaining anymore. So that is the power of this template and parameter, and you can do a lot of validation just like that. So let's see what else we need to do. So we have done that, we have done that, and we have done that. So we have done all of it. And so the things that's remaining is the deploying the template. Now I bet somebody probably got the student storage. So what I'll do, I'll try to add some random numbers in here. 09345. So and then say store and hope that this name is unique, because the storage name has to be globally unique within your Azure environment. So let's save this one and save this one, and we should be good to go. So next in here in our terminal window, what I'll do, control C, what is my terminal? I need to log in, okay, and it's just not giving me anything. Let me just open up a fresh terminal, and in this terminal what I'll do, I'll log in to the Azure environment, and to do that what I would like to do is, okay, you can follow me what I'm doing. uh, I'm just gonna go to the Azure CLI. Okay, so I'll show you what how you need to do that. Let me come back real quick. So over here, uh, before you run the command, it's actually at the bottom. Excuse me. So before you log in, uh, give me 1 second. All right, I'm here. So the method that I usually use, I usually, instead of using the AZ login, I use the AZ login use device code. So let me just try that, see if that works. and hit enter. So it's telling me, hey, go to this page and then authenticate. So it does not automatically opens up a page for me. I would go to the page. So let's see, uh, portal.azure.com. Let's try to re-log in, see if I'm logged in. Yes, I am. So now I'm going to go to that particular site, and here what I would like to do is enter this code. Okay, copy and put it over here and hit next, and that should authenticate me to that particular terminal. Okay, so now I'm ready and I have authenticated myself. It says you have signed into the Microsoft Azure platform command line interface application on your device. You may close this window. So let's just close this, and if you see over here, it gave me which is my account, tenant ID, and all that stuff. So I'm there now. So I'm ready to run some more commands. So over here, what you need to do next to run this is a couple of easy commands. And again, don't worry about, I'll give you all the links that you need if you're following along. So this easy command is gonna create the the resource group. Az group is for the resource group, and the name of the resource group is going to be arm vs scope. It will be created in the east US location. So let's just copy this one and paste, hit enter, see what happens. So it says provisioning state successful. So I always love that. That means everything worked just fine. Then within the next command we're going to run is az deployment group create resource group. Now you are saying, hey, in this particular resource group, use these two template files. The template file is this and parameter file is this, which are located there. Now let's just make sure that do a ls here. See, where are my files? So my files are within the tutorial, so let's just get inside the tutorial, and in here we have already run this command, so we're going to run this particular command this time. So over here we're going to run this command, is a deployment group create, then resource group you are providing, template file you are providing, parameter file you are providing. Now hit enter, and if everything goes well, what we will see that we will have a storage account created in the Azure with the name that is coming from this parameter file, that is going to be student 09345 store, and within the resource group, the name of the resource group is going to be arm vs code. So let's just go to our Azure environment real quick and validate what we have. So let's see what we have. It's maybe in here. Yeah, it's probably in here. So portal.azure.com, and let's see if I'm already logged in. I'm gonna go to the resource group and look at that, the arm.vs code, that resource group got created, and hit enter and look at that. I have a storage account now with the exact name that we have created in our VS code. So if you wanted, you can also run the PowerShell. I don't have the PowerShell available right now with me, but you can also install your PowerShell and do it that way as well. That's also fine. In this video, we have used Azure CLI to do the job. So now, because we are all now, see over here, it also says everything is done and the deployment provisioning state is successful. So now I have shown in this video how to create a JSON file, how to use the ARM, and how to easily parameterize your template and get the parameters out of it, create the parameter file automatically, how to deploy that in Azure. So have some fun, and before we do anything, I always like to clean up my resources. So all you need to do, you need to run the command az group delete, then name of the resource group, and it should take care of your problem. So just run this one here and hit enter, and it's asking, are you sure you want to delete, you want to perform this operation? I'm gonna say yes, and that should take care of everything, and it will delete all the resources that we have created in this lab. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, share, and just come back for more exciting videos just like this one. Thank you.